Welcome to Learn About Law. My name is Kevin O'Flaherty from O'Flaherty Law, and today we're going to talk about how to terminate a guardianship of a disabled adult in Illinois. Let's first talk about guardianship generally. A guardian can be appointed to make personal and or financial decisions on behalf of a disabled adult if a court determines that the disabled adult lacks the physical or mental capacity to make those decisions on his or her own. If the ward regains the capacity to make some or all decisions, the guardianship can be terminated or modified and turned into a limited guardianship in order to restore the decision-making rights of the disabled adult. This is known as restoration. A limited guardianship allows the disabled adult to make the decisions he or she is capable of making while leaving some decisions in the hands of the guardian. So let's talk about the process for restoration. The guardian, the ward, or any other interested party can file a petition for termination or modification of the guardianship with the court that has jurisdiction over the guardianship. At this time, a court date will be set and notice will have to be sent to certain specific parties in a specific way. And your attorney can help you figure out how to do that and should be the one really responsible for that. Alternatively, the ward or a third party acting on behalf of the ward, and I'm using the terms disabled adult and ward interchangeably, the ward or a third party acting on behalf of the ward can make a request to the court or to the judge by any means, including telephone or an informal letter, requesting that the guardianship be modified or terminated. Regardless of whether the restoration process is started by a petition or by a letter, the court will appoint a guardian ad litem. The guardian ad litem is a person responsible for, or usually an attorney actually, responsible for investigating the situation and making a report to the court as to what would be in the best interest of the disabled adult. So the guardian ad litem will interview interested parties, including the disabled adult generally, in order to determine whether the disabled adult has regained some or all decision-making capabilities and report his or her findings to the court. The court doesn't have to follow the guardian ad litem's recommendation, but it is weighed heavily. Ultimately, there will be a trial, at which point the person seeking to terminate or modify the guardianship will have the burden of proving by clear and convincing evidence that the disabled adult has restored some or all of his or her decision-making capabilities and that the guardianship should be terminated or modified. So the burden of proof is on the person seeking to terminate the guardianship or modify it, and the burden is clear and convincing evidence. This is a higher standard of proof than the preponderance of the evidence standard that we normally use in civil cases. Preponderance of the evidence just means more likely than not to be true. Clear and convincing evidence is a higher standard of proof. You have to offer even more proof so that it's clear that the case you're arguing is true. If the court determines that the burden has been met, the clear and convincing evidence standard has been met by the person seeking to terminate or modify the guardianship, then the court will terminate the guardianship. The guardian will still have to file a final report with the court indicating all of the assets and liabilities that the guardianship estate has, and then turn those assets over to the disabled adult. And the final report will also indicate any income or disbursements that have been made by the guardian since the last report was filed with the court. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below this post at learn-about-law.com or below the video on our YouTube station. If you need some help, please give us a call at 630-324-6666. The 630-324-6666. We offer free consultations in many areas of law. We have several geographic locations for your convenience. If you found this helpful, we'd love it if you'd subscribe to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your podcasts or watch your videos. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Click the subscribe button for new videos every week and download and review us on iTunes. Visit learn-about-law.com for other legal-related articles and videos. Visit our business podcast and video blog, seizeyourbusiness.com, and visit Making Real Estate Fun for real estate videos and podcasts. Call us at 630-324-6666 for a free consultation.